Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 42, as I always do before I play any games. Going to start at the 1 minute mark. Had a tiring day. Tomorrow I should have an easier day, and then it's going to be chaos for like 7 or 8 weeks. Okay, here we go. So I actually attempted to do this off stream earlier today, and I failed many times. So that does not bode well for this session, but I'll give it my best shot. Fork. Got some indigestion right now. Not entirely sure why. I didn't eat anything too crazy. Dang it. Oh boy. Excuse me. Hello, Luis. Cartel Amigo. I have indigestion. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Cuba. So I can take the rook, and then I can take the knight, and then I'll be up the exchange. But yeah, I definitely have a stomachache right now. What is going on here? Hello, Jerome. Thank you, Lewis. Can I take the knight? I mean, and then his rook. I don't think that's enough. I would have a rook and 2 minors against. No, that's definitely not enough. You're gonna want, what movie are you going to watch? Oh, I just realized I can take his queen. I didn't even see that until just now. That's a scary truth. Excuse me. Check. I want to double check. Yeah, there you go. Always, if there's a double check, you should always process that first. Whoa, what am I doing? Then knight f8. Okay, I have check. I can win the exchange. Check. Oh, there's a fork at the end, though. Seems my king is ultimately better than his. I'm going to look at this with the computer, though. I think this is a bad puzzle. Because this is not so easy to assess. You know, this shouldn't be 1500. Oh, yeah, because you go here and then we win a pawn, but that's not a 1500 rated puzzle. So that gets a downvote from me. We are black. So we have a check and then a fork. We have a check. It's a kill box. We have a discovery. Let's have a double check, which I love. I love me some double checks. He has one legal move. And then is this mate? It's not mate. So close to being mate, though. He just has one square, right? He has king d6. I don't see a follow-up there. Do I just take on g7 after? Rook f7. It doesn't seem right that we just take on g7. Do. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to look at this one with the engine after. I'm going to go here, and then I think I'm just taking on g7, but... Although, where did I come from? Did I come from g4? No, I came from there. Actually, no, I can't. Yeah, I think I'm just taking on g7, but... Oh, no. This is the mate. That's what I missed. I think for some reason I thought I was going to e6. And that's what screwed me up. His queen is overloaded. Should be able to take here. Chat is quiet. So we have a check. And then a mate. 7 of 9. Okay, so rook c3, he can't take here. Or can he? No, because I'm taking back. And then if he takes on c3, I take his queen. But that's just equal, is it not? Oh, but then I have, okay, wait. Oh, my jaw hurts. Oh, maybe I have queen e1. So I go queen c3 if he takes the rook. No, that doesn't make sense. Because that's just equal again. Okay, so rook c3, bishop c3. I don't. What am I missing here? Can't do the most basic of calculations. I don't know. The only thing that makes sense to me is rook c3, but then after bishop c3, that's what confuses me. Because I can't go queen c3, he takes my rook, right? No, oh, I don't know why. What am I doing? I just take his queen. I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know why that confused me. But it did. Okay, I have rook. I have here, but then there's this check, but then I can take it. And that's the only check. Yeah, brain is just fried. Okay, is this not a free piece? This is not a problem because I get 2 minors for the rook. Can I do better than that? Can I do better than 2 minors for the rook? I don't know if I can. Hello, Mononoko. I don't see how I'm doing better. There's c6. That would be, what would that be? Would that be better? Not sure if that's better. This is strange. Let's just say he goes queen, I don't know, queen h4, let's say. I get a this might be a better version. I mean, I get a pawn. No, that's a pawn. I don't know if that's better. I could also take the knight and then take on c6. That might be the solution, actually. Assuming he recaptures on e4. Although he still, he still had threats, but this, yeah, if he recaptures here, this might be good. Now, what if he doesn't recapture an e4? Well, then, yeah, then I don't have my brain. I can't brain anymore. But yeah, knight e4, he takes on d4. Yeah, that doesn't really seem to work. I think I'm just taking on f5. Yeah, so it was. I don't like that puzzle so much. Queen looks. Oh, it's like a, what's it called? Noah's Ark idea. (29) I can take his rook. But then there's his knight e6 here. Oh no, I can take the pawn. Okay, so if I take the rook, and if he goes h6, I think I can flee. Just queen h7. And queen h4. 30. We are black. Is this not mate in 1? No, it is not mate in 1. It's mate in 2. 31. Ooh. So I can kick out his king, although he is up a piece. I was thinking check, take. The funny thing is he doesn't even have to be captured. Like he could take here then. Okay, what about check and then a3? So bishop f5, king e3, a3. How does he stop that? He does have ways. He's got multiple ways. First, he could take on b4. Yeah, I have a feeling I want to trade this bishop off. That's just my inclination. But the funny thing is, if he doesn't recapture, that's what really screws me up. So let's say he doesn't recapture. The only other, well, yeah. So if he takes, yeah, that's confusing there. If he doesn't recapture, can I even just make a run for it then? A3. A3, king c2. How about a check and then a3? No, but that's why I wanted to trade bishops. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so check a3. Now he can't go bishop d3. That's progress. So check king e3, a3. Bishop c1. Hello, Mimsevich. Robert North he's an older player, right? What, did you play in a tournament today or something? We have bishop f5, king e3, a3, bishop c1, and then b3. No, wait. Yeah, 8. That doesn't seem to be doing it. This is tricky. Can I go b3? b3. Oh, this is too hard for my brain. Pego Payo. Bishop f5, king e3, b3. Yeah, bishop c1, a3. I can't calculate this. I don't know. I can't calculate this. Yeah, the funny thing is, even if he gives, that's what makes partly what makes it so confusing to me is even if he just gives up a bishop, it's very confusing. Okay, I have an idea now. Maybe I go king e4. So check. Well, again, he doesn't have to go to e2, but let's say he goes to c2. c2, I'm giving check. And then I should be better there. Right? He moves a king somewhere. And then I take. And then I'm going to go king here. But it's still tricky if he keeps the dark squared bishop. Still very tricky. And if he goes king e3, yeah, it takes. And then I go king e4. No, sorry, not king e4. b3. And then if he moves the bishop to stop these pawns from moving, then I go king. Then I go king e4, and I'm going to grab this pawn eventually. I don't know. This is tricky for me, but I'm going to look at it with the engine after. But yeah, this is the plan I'm going for. I'm going to go here and then yeah, I'm going to take. But this is deceptively difficult. If he takes on b4, see, then you have to find bishop g4. What a terrible puzzle. Like, you see, I was correct in how difficult this was. This is just one line, and then you have to see only bishop g4. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I have to rethink doing this whole puzzle streak thing because some of the puzzles are just so difficult. Is it to get control of e4 so the king can come in? No, that doesn't even. It was to defend. It's to blockade. Why do we even need to do that though? Or is it to stop his king from coming in? Oh, it's so difficult. I wouldn't even find this in an over the board tournament game. Oh no. I see. It's control F3. Can't I do it this way? Way too difficult. I don't even. Yeah, and that's just one line. Major downvote for me. That could be rated 2600. I mean, okay. Yeah, it's just some puzzles like that. No wonder it's hard to get to 42 when you get puzzles like that. Whoops. Okay, so check then. King G2. And then I can take. Looks good. Yeah, and then taking, and then we get F3. 34 white. This creates a breakthrough. Fork. Whoops, I should have seen that. So king H6. Yeah, that'll be tight, but okay. I'm so angry about that one puzzle. Like that was so freaking hard. Okay, Queen G4. What does he do? He can't block because I have discoveries on his queen. So G6 is the only other move to defend. And then I'm coming into F6. Actually, so check King G7. Funny, I did a similar puzzle recently. Could almost go back to F5 there. No. I mean, I can give a check. He takes on G6, but then it's not so easy. But it's probably here, but Queen F6 and let him take. Can I? No, the knight can always go to G6. Knight can always go to G6 there. I do have a bishop, but I don't see how that's going to help. And you would. Oh, do I have 97? I have 97. 97 check. And then King G7, and then Queen F6, King H6, and then that's not mate though. And then I have Knight F5. Wow, that's yeah. I think that's the sequence. I'm gonna look at that one with Yunshin, but I think that's what it was. And then here I just pick up the queen. Okay, I want to look at this other line though. Yeah, check, and then yeah, and then Knight F5. Yeah, actually, Knight F5 is mate. Oh, I didn't see the bishop. Okay, moving on. 6 viewers. Hello, silent viewers. So it's equal material right now. We can threaten this fork. And then I have Knight C7. So this should be good. Whoa, weird. So, I mean, does this... I can probably just go King H1. Yeah, okay. Invade on H7. Can we even sack... We might even be able to sack the rook here. Because he has to take. And then just rook H1. Oh, he's got rook H6 though, which could be a problem. Okay, so check. Oh, I've got queen. Yeah, that's got to be winning. These are useful puzzles for me to do because I'm not an attacking player. White. Just mate in 2, is it not? $40. We're down a piece. So I need a lot here. No, it's equal material. So maybe King F8 because his knight is trapped. Why does it matter? Oh, because the knight. Last one. I think it's rook B2. And I'm done. Took 30 minutes. Not bad. Not bad for 42. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Not bad. I got her done. I got her done. That one puzzle though. Oh, that stupid bishop. And that probably took me 10 minutes too on that stupid bishop puzzle. Yeah. Did you see that? Did you see that stupid double bishop puzzle? I hate that one. There was just that one line. I didn't even look at the other lines, but even just that one line alone, you have to find bishop h4. Okay, I actually got, oh, this is a new account. Yeah, I'm not playing a new account. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and what was that rated? Like 1500 or 1700? I mean, okay, we got another game. There we go, an actual account. To be fair, my RD is high as well, but the other guy was an actual new account. Okay, we have a French in a classical time control. The winner variation. C5 right away. I'm so rusty. Is it Queen G4? Is it A3? Queen G4. I can't remember. Take on G7. And then he takes on C3. I don't even remember. How come I can't remember? Shoot, my brain. Yeah, so Queen G4. And then if you take, because I don't want to take, because he goes knight C6, and I don't think I want that. So I think I'll be taking G7. Takes on C3. I could go A3 there. No, I can't. Fortunately, I have some time to think because it is classical. Maybe it's just A3 here. Yeah, because I mean, I obviously can't take the rook, right? Because he just takes on B2 check. And then bishop D2, he gets a queen. Although, maybe, no, that's check though. Yeah, so I don't think I can do that. I think I have to play A3. I don't know why I'm confused. Like, isn't this just the main line here? So I'm going A3. But for some reason, I don't know why I can't remember this. So what do we do here? Bishop D2. He can play C4. My light square bishop's not super happy. I don't think he can take on D4. So I could also maybe go Knight. No, I can't. Okay, it's got to be. I don't know. Was queen g4 right? But I don't know why I can't remember this. Okay. What is the threat here from that move? He's threatening d4. So I can just play knight f3, I think. Now I don't have queen g4, though. So he's got knight e7, knight c6. Knight c6 makes sense. He puts some more pressure on d4. Could I take? Because e5 is defended. This obviously kills all of my pawns. Excuse me. c4 is kind of interesting. I don't think it's good, though. Yeah, so let's just say I take on c5. Does he have d5? d4? I think black might be doing better, so I don't know what you mean, Humberto. I couldn't remember a theory on move 3. Yeah, d4. d4. So if I go cd, knight takes, and then I have check, which just lets him trade. I'm so confused. Yeah, and what if he just does something like bishop d7? What's my game plan? Maybe bishop d3? I don't know. I wonder if queen g4 was right on move 3. I don't but I just got so confused. Okay. Knight b e7. Knight g e7. Yeah, I also haven't been sleeping. I mean, I've been working every time, pretty much every moment, nearly every hour you don't see me streaming, I'm working. But I did have a nap before the stream, so. Yeah, nothing's going on in my mind right now. So there's knight g6, I presume, is the threat. No, I'm working extra. I'm working busier than ever right now. Mid-February, I might have, things might slow down a little bit. Okay, yeah, maybe instead of knight f3, I should have played f4. Because once I take on c5, this gets hard to defend. Queen e2 is an interesting concept, but you can just go a6. There's bishop f4 now. Obviously we can c3, and yeah, I don't love this position. I could move this bishop and then play queen e2. Like I could play bishop e3 and then queen e2 maybe. It feels very awkward and flimsy. No, queen e2 he takes on c2. Oh no, yeah, this defends c2. So knight g6, I have queen e2 now. And then I also have bishop b5. So that does a lot for me. Barely hanging on here. I think I'm just going to castle while I can. So I presume he's going to castle queenside. Whoa. Never presume. Hello, Larson say. I would say rook e1 to defend. Yeah. Okay, so if I go bishop b4, he has to go... No, he can flee here as well. Also, if I go queen e2, I can't go here because he can take on c2. Tricky. Yeah, so maybe I go rook e1 first. So that e5 is defended so that this knight can potentially move somewhere. Knight e5, yet attacking c5. So I might have bishop e3 here. Then he gets knight c4. I don't mind that so much. But his queen doesn't have a4 now, so this threatens his queen. He can still take on c2, but he might give it... I could probably repeat there, maybe not. Yeah, so Bing. He's just going to go here immediately. But this knight can move. It's just this queen looks really awkward here. Like rook b4. If I get my other rook there, that traps the queen. It doesn't even trap it. Maybe he can escape. Okay, maybe I can't do anything about it. So let's say bishop e3. Yeah, it was a winner word that I forgot theory on move 3 somehow. I presume he would go knight c4 here. So knight c4. But knight c... Okay, he's attacking my bishop. Yeah, move 3. My mind is just not focused. Maybe, can I just lock it in here? Then he has knight c6. But I might be hanging on there. I'm gonna play this. Knight c4, bishop e4, knight c6, and my pawns are all protected, and I'm up a pawn. There's knight b2, but I just moved the queen. Maybe queen b1. No, queen e2 maybe. Queen e2, and then I just recapture with my c pawn. There's knight f5 actually. You can might go knight b2, queen e2, knight f5. No, that shouldn't even bother me because he's taking on d4 is not really a threat because I can just recapture with the pawn. Worst case scenario, I have to go bishop f5. And if he commits to knight b2 after queen e2, I guess he could go back to c4. Yeah, he could. But I think queen e2 is a good reply there. Although, yeah. What if he goes bishop b5 here? Right now. Bishop b5 is annoying. Rook b1 there. No. Yeah, bishop b5, rook b1. Because I'm threatening rook b4. Okay, yeah, so here we're going queen e2. And then I'm going to take with the c pawn. So I don't have triple pawns. Just making sure I'm not missing anything, but should be good here. And then knight c5 doesn't, or knight c6 doesn't bother me because I'm up a pawn. And if he recaptures, we're fine. So he's got a bad bishop now. Our bishop is just gluing everything together, gluing all the pawns together. Don't know what that does, but rook b1 should be good here. Well, knight f5 still shouldn't be a problem. I think I can do this. I don't know what this was about. I don't understand bishop b5. Doesn't make any sense. He's really scared of castling for some reason. I just don't understand what this does. Okay, worst case scenario, I have to go rook d1. I also have knight e1 here. Queen b2 is interesting as well. It can get tricky though. After queen b7, he might just play something like queen a5. I like it though. Queen b2, bishop d3, queen b7, queen a5, rook b2. Oh, he's hitting c3 though. '91 lets me play f4 as well, but maybe I'll go for this. Yeah, queen b2 is interesting, but after that one line takes queen a5, it's I kind of have to spend a tempo moving the rook. Okay, now I just win a piece. Oh no, I don't. I thought I had a4. Maybe I do. No, so he takes. I could sack the exchange and go rook b7. It's unnecessary though. Unnecessary. And I don't have rook b4. Could I take and then queen a2? I mean push takes queen a2. No, he's got what about queen b2 now? Queen b2 now. It's no. a4, bishop a4. Takes. Yeah, queen b2. Queen b2 and then no, I don't know. Rook b2? I'd love to get this in. Hello, Vivek. I'm going to go king f2. Get some increment back and just kind of wait and see what he does. Although, I don't know if my king is so good on the f-file here. Yeah, there's this other line I was looking at, which was a4, bishop a4, queen a4. But I don't know, it got too murky for me. Well, this is another chance to do it. Nothing has changed here, though. Should I chance it now? And then queen a4. I mean, because b4, I just take en passant. I am up a pawn. What else could he do after queen a or queen a2? Because he can go back. Okay, whoops. Okay, I'm going to do this. With f4 being played, I'm more... Well, actually, I don't know. I was going to say I'm more inclined to go to an endgame, but it's kind of dangerous. So that doesn't change anything. I have to take, otherwise there's Russians are going e2. But he can now retreat the bishop. Okay, but he's got a bad bishop there. So that's good for me. Where does my knight want to go? It does want to move now. How do we get here? That journey is too difficult for me to map out. Let's improve the king to get some time on the clock. So how do I even want the knight here? Where do I want it? Oh, that can't be good, right? Just run the h-pawn now. Because I just need the rook. I think the rook's gonna just slide over to the h file, and my king is safe behind these pawns. I can just go g4. Just crack this open. He's just accelerating things. I might even go h5 like the dragon. But no, I'm gonna take here. I'm sure h5 was good too, though. Where did he go? I didn't see. Queen a5. He wants in. I don't want him in. I can't let him get close. Here, he's still coming in. Could also go here. But why give him... Let's just not let him come in anywhere. I'm playing scared. Okay, here you can take on a4, but... yeah, I don't know what that does, so I'm just going h5, I think. Oh, he's got this check, so yeah, we go king e3. Just make sure I'm not dropping anything. Okay, then h5 next move. Okay, we can go queen to f6. Push rook h1. Okay, can I go here first? Here, check. I don't know. h5 might have been better. I'm just going to minimize chat here. I think it should update there. Tell me in the chat if it updates there automatically. Above me, it should say here somewhere. Okay, so rook h8. I can go h5. And then I can take here. So he needs to move the king. And I'm just taking on g6. Oh, he's got that. Well, that's annoying. Especially once his other rook comes in. So we bring in the knight. Bring in the rhythm, bring in the funk. I don't know what I'm threatening though. Because I can never take. That does nothing. It just lets me come in. He's got a check after though. I could block it, but it's getting hairy. Take. You can take here, but then I have this check. Rook b7 is tempting, but he gets in. Okay. So check. Oh, this is a problem. Oh, I might be dead here. Knight is a good defender, though, right next to the king. I'm hoping I can survive. Queen f5. I think I would trade there. Because my c-pawn is too strong. Yeah, he actually doesn't have a check. It's amazing. But yeah, knights next to a king is the best defender. Like better, is it better than a queen? In some ways, it is. Yeah, I think I'm just trading here. Actually, I could go here. Can I do this? Is this a mistake? It was kind of a greedy move. A5. I take here. Okay, grab this. I was thinking king g3, but I don't really want to block the g file. So bishop f5, and then I can go here. This is happening, so we have to go here. Okay, so we just defend it. This is actually a big ass problem. Oh, I got rook b6. Okay. But then this runs. Oh no, he's got it. Okay, rook a1. And how do I undo? Then I have to move the king. I got to go king here. No, we're pushing. Oh, I'm faster. I'm faster. Okay, so king moves, and I just go here, I think. Even in classical, I get into time trouble, even with the increment. But okay. Okay, he resigns. Okay, had he played on a few more moves, I wouldn't have replied back. Okay, got chat open. Let me scroll back up. Okay, caught up. Oh, 15 viewers now. Hello, viewers. Yeah, so that was a classical game, 15 plus 15. I couldn't remember theory on move 3. That's how tired I am these days. I thought it was queen g4, but then I didn't know what I'm doing if he takes on c3. I'm sure I had more of an attack earlier, but I was too scared. I got 22 points because my RD is really high. Yeah, so I was thinking queen g4 here, but then after c takes d4, if I take on g7, he just takes on c3. I don't see how that's good, right? So I played at a3 after like a few minutes. And this is probably correct. Yeah, I don't think I can go queen g4. Queen a5. I didn't really remember that move, and I spent a long time in reply to it. I forget what the main line here is. I think it might be knight c6. Yeah, he didn't play bishop a5 though. That's why I'm confused. And I spent forever on this move as well. Not sure about knight f3. Afterwards, I was thinking f4 because usually, or not, well, often, usually in these winner positions, white prefers to go f4, so that the knight isn't babysitting e5 all the time, and so the knight has somewhere to go after f4. But here, yeah, so here I don't know if I go f4 right away, but then he's just taking. So queen g4. I wonder if I can just give him the c2 pawn. Maybe I just go queen g4 here. Anyways, got something stuck in my throat here. Then he played a little strange. Knight ge7 felt a little strange to me. Although I'm not sure if I can recommend anything else. He's got a bad bishop. Maybe this isn't so weird, but he never did anything with it. Like bishop d7 was strange too. It's a strange move. He didn't really have a plan, I think. Knight g6, I think I was... What was it? I had a plan there. What was it? It was queen e2. Yeah, that's why I played bishop d3. Yeah, because bishop d3 defends c2, and then I was going to go queen e2. Why didn't he play knight g6? I don't know. He's only... Well, his rating's not too bad, but... And then rook c8 was strange. Well, maybe it's not that strange. I guess he was just too scared to castle. I mean, I do have some attacking potential. Rook e1. Around here, I didn't really know what to do myself, so I was just trying to make incremental improvements. Yeah, so here I was thinking after knight b2, he could go knight f5. And then what was I planning to do? Oh yeah, I was planning to do, I think, rookie b1 there. Because I'm fine with trades here. Everything, any bishop capture he makes, I'm just improving my pawns. Like here, for example. And then I spent forever on this move, like 5 minutes or something, or longer. Was it on this move? Oh, tired. Or was it the next move? Might have been the next move. Yeah, it was here. I was really thinking queen b2, but after bishop d3, queen b7, queen a5, I wasn't sure about that because I have to move my rook now. Like rook b4 or something. And then he can't castle because of his knight. It just looked a little bit too double-edged, so I just defended because I'm up a pawn, so I didn't feel any pressure. Then I played f4. Oh yeah, this is where I thought for a very long time as well. I think I was still planning queen b2, or it might have been playing a4 here actually. But then I got low on the clock and I didn't really have time to. I did discard it a little bit. I think I was planning queen a2 like I did later in the game, but then I just got kind of scared. I just countered it too early, but the time pressure scared me, and then I went for it here. So there was still this line, and then bishop back to b5, and I think I was just going to take on a6 there. No, wait, that wouldn't have worked. So maybe this, maybe this whole line wouldn't have worked even. Bishop a4, queen a2. I thought I was going to take here. I didn't, but he can just go bishop a6. So this doesn't even do anything. Vivek says it would have lost a piece. Queen b3. Oh. Yeah, I probably would have discarded it. I wouldn't have seen queen b3. And then, but once he traded everything off, or especially once he took on d4, my pawns are fine now, and I'm just up a pawn. And he's got a bad bishop. I got really low on the clock here. As soon as he castled, I just ran the h-pawn because this bishop is never helping with all of his pawns on light squares here, and his queen's on the other side of the board, so you can just crack it open. I felt, and my king is quite safe. I burned extra time here. I was considering h5 because there's lines in the dragon. You can do that. You sack 2 pawns. But I can't easily swing a rook to h1, so this would have been a little bit slow. So I just took here first, and I just didn't want to give him any counterplay getting his queen in. And then yeah, this was I just had low time here. So had I gone h5, rook h8. I guess I could have, maybe this was better. Takes, and then rook h6. I don't know. I'll see it with the engine after. Might have been more direct. And then, yeah, this was kind of annoying. I was so low on the clock here. And then this move really rattled me. Bishop c2. What did I play? Oh yeah, queen f6. Because yeah, this even here I might have blundered. Like, well, I guess no, yeah, because I played rook b7. This was scary though. Fortunately, I have a knight right by my king. Taking with the bishop might have been, except I'm threatening mate in 2. Yeah, so you had to go for this, but my knights are just too strong. Although, to be fair, if I didn't have a knight here, let's say it was a bishop, he still doesn't have anything, because I can always just go to g3. Rook f8 though. It would have been a little tricky. And I was low on the clock. So yeah, if this was a bishop and he gives me a check, although I would have gained a tempo had he given me a check here because I'm attacking his queen. So it would have been tricky, but fortunately we had a knight. And then I got a little bit, I don't know if greedy is the right word, but took a risk here with rook f7 because simplest is just take the... Actually, you know what? Now that I think of it, I probably should have taken and then just taken the a7 pawn. I don't know. I saw that this might work, so I took it. And then his bishop was annoying. And yeah, fortunately I had rook b6. If I didn't have rook b6, I would be in trouble here. I might not be losing. It might be equal or something, but yeah. And then we had this here. Okay, let's look at that. What's the engine? Man, classical games take so long to play and analyze. Yeah, so my RD should drop a little bit more on classical, but it's still very high. 101. Like a new player, like a new account. Oh yeah, it barely dropped. It's 101. Okay. So there's the graph. I'm so tired. Okay, so yeah, it is a3. I don't know why I was looking at queen g4, but because it's the next move you play queen g4. Yeah, so that took 2 minutes of my time. And then I think queen a5 was unusual. It is unusual. It's fourth main. How many times have I faced it? Never. That's partly why I got so rattled as well. Queen a5. I've never faced queen a5. Can you believe it? Yeah, so bishop d2 was best. Yeah, I played fairly well. I mean, except no. Here I blundered away the win. Okay, there's rook b1, and then we can just take on b7, I guess, is good enough compensation. Oh, here, rook b1? Rook b1. No, I'm not doing that. That's too fancy. Too much to account for. I'm not playing rook b1 here. I didn't play rook b1 there. This was good enough. Yeah, so here, if knight f5, I was going to... It wants me to take. What was it going to do here? Oh yeah, I think I was planning rookie b1. But it's saying I should just take. And then e6. Whoa, of course. Wait. Yeah, just to take on g7. So either way, I just take on g7, right? Yeah. Or queen e5, apparently. That's a nice move, though. Where was I? Okay, so this is what happened. Yeah, so here, had I gone a4... Oh, no, sorry, I had to protect. It wasn't here that I was planning... Oh, no, I was planning queen b2. Yeah, so knight e1 was actually the best move. My passivity paid off. Yeah, because this is not as good. Black gets... So I was worried about queen a5. It just felt too... I don't know. It just felt like I'm giving black more than black deserves to have. So I defended. Yeah, and then here... Yeah, so I could have played a4. So a4 right away. And then... What was I going to do? Queen a2, I think. Queen G4 is apparently even stronger for some reason. Oh, fancy footwork. But direct is Queen A2, and then just move the queen. So I move the queen somewhere, and then if knight A... Oh my god, then you go back Queen A2. But this would just repeat, I think. Yeah, and then here... Queen B2? I don't know. My brain can't comprehend. I'm too tired. Okay, so I played F4. And then, yeah, this was all good. This was all good. Yeah, I'm just saying, was there anything... Okay, yeah, H5 was stronger. And then Rook G2? Yeah, this was a little bit more accurate. But it's like a tiny difference in eval. Yeah, H5. Okay, so this was an inaccuracy, knight F3. Third best. It wants to take. I'm not doing that. That's too scary with little time in the clock. I'm not doing that. I didn't do that. Yeah, I don't dislike what I did here. I spent a long time on this. Well, relatively speaking. Yeah, and this really scared me. But my knight defends everything. Yeah. So where did I screw up? This Rook A6 Rook A6 was a mistake. It wants to sack the exchange now. Oh, man. I'm too scared for that. With little time on the clock, especially. But we're going to get the A pawn. I don't know. That's still scary to play with little time on the clock. Whoops. But we only have a small advantage now. Because here he had Rook F8. What does that do? Because of G5 maybe? Can't I just... Oh yeah, G5 might be the threat. So let's just say I push. Apparently Rook C8 now, but let's just say G5. And then G4. And apparently black is equal here. Bishop F5. Oh god, it's so so situational there. That's so annoying. Okay. So they wanted me to sack the exchange. But he didn't find all those perfect moves, and yeah, we got the win. You know what, guys? I think I might end it there. Just a single game played. I did Puzzle Streak, took me half an hour, and then I just played one game. But I'm so tired. My eyes... yeah, I shouldn't play more. I shouldn't even really stream. I'm burned out, working constantly. So... yeah, I'm just too tired. It's not a good idea for me to keep playing. Hopefully I can get some sleep and not be so insanely tired all the time. But I got a classical game in. I'm happy about that because I hardly ever play classical online. It's hard to get a game, and it's hard to avoid new accounts. That's enough rambling from me. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I have more energy tomorrow. Have a good night.